Alright Imraan, where are we?
We are at Eat and Drink restaurant in Al Wasl in Dubai.
But I thought everything in Dubai was like super rich and expensive.
Yeah, it is. It's like the most expensive restaurant in town.
Nice. And here I am on my phone. Alright, so thank you. So what are you doing? Uh-oh.
Trying not to screw up loading a roll of film into your Hasselblad.
So show us how to do it.
Being on camera makes me nervous.
What film are you putting in?
So I'm putting in Ilford Delta 400.
Wait, stop. Are you doing it the right way?
Yeah.
I think you're doing it the wrong way.
No.
Just kidding. Alright, so for people who have never loaded a Hasselblad, can you show us?
Alright, so let me rescue this roll out here.
Yeah.
And I will show you how to do it. Alright, if it doesn't fight me. Okay. So I'll hold that close so it doesn't unspool everywhere and ruin this roll. With a medium format camera, the film comes on one spool, and you always have the spool that you finish shooting left in the camera. Alright? And what's going to happen is once you finish shooting, that spool's going to be there. Okay?
Yeah.
So you have to take it out. Put it into the take-up side of the camera. Alright? Make sure that it's seated in. The Hassi is nice to do this in the field. It's really quick. Like that's spring-loaded. Okay, so you can just make sure that clicks in there. Make sure it's seated. It turns. Right? So that's cool. That's in there. Take out your fresh roll of film. That's usually taped down when it comes out of the box. Peel off the tape. Get the roll of film out. Right? You got to make sure it stays tight. Alright. And then you just click it in place there. Make sure that's seated. Okay. And take it around the pressure plate. Alright. Just pull a little bit of it, not too much. Alright. And make sure that the black side is facing up. Otherwise you're going to shoot a whole roll into the backing paper and you'll be pretty upset when you're done. Alright? So once that's there, a little trick I like to do with the Hassi is you just turn the release mechanism. Alright? And that little film holder, which helps keep your film flat while you're shooting, pops up. So you can just hook the film under there. Right? Just pull a little bit, just enough. Alright? Hold it in place and lock that back down. Okay? The film's now held in place. Alright? It's not going to go anywhere. Alright? You can then flip it around. Make sure that's in the right spot. And very carefully, I'm like I've got these giant clumsy fingers. Right? So you load it into the take-up spool. And then you make sure that spins. And seats the film nice and tight. Alright? It's got to be flat.
Okay.
So flat film is good film.
Good.
Alright? Then you keep spinning. Alright? So you just turn that little handy dial that Hasselblad's given you. And you make sure that the film start arrow lines up with the little start arrow.
Wait. Okay.
Right? So you make sure that this arrow lines up with that little arrow. So the back knows where on the roll you are. Alright? Otherwise you won't count your frames properly. You'll end up with misaligned film. Alright? So that's film in the cartridge, ready to go into the magazine. And what I've done is I've put the dark slide on backwards, which is a new rookie mistake. Alright? I've got to carefully take the dark side out. You can see how it's got a little bump on it? Right? I'm going to turn it around and put it back into the camera. Okay? So what that does is it allows you to take the back off the camera with a half shot roll on there and swap it out for another one without exposing the film. Alright? So that's all cool. You put that in. Alright? That's seated all nice and happily. Right? Then you just lock it in place and you've got a loaded back.
You want to wind it?
that little counter on the Hassi is showing black.
Yeah.
All right, that means that the film isn't wound to the first frame yet. So unclick the lever, give it a whole bunch of turns.
Yeah.
All right. It'll stop on the first frame.
Yeah.
That's why aligning the arrow was so important.
Yeah.
Because that's pre-measured into the back.
Yeah.
All right. Because 120 medium format film doesn't have sprockets. All right.
So what film is this?
So this is Ilford Delta 400 black and white film.
Yeah.
All right. Which I am going to shoot because it's kind of dark. It's nighttime. And I'm going to push that to 1600, so 2 stops. All right. So the Hassi back.
Oh, you're supposed to. So next time.
Okay. Yeah, that's why I was doing.
Wait, did that take it up? Take it off again?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
So as a tip, guys who's watching, put it on again.
Right. So I'm going to make sure. Hopefully my back was cocked.
Yeah.
Before I took the magazine off.
Nice one.
All right.
Yeah.
And then, like Eric said.
Yeah. So push that thing.
Push that across.
Yeah.
Right. Seat the back.
And then loose. Yeah.
Right. Because otherwise that weighs it off.
Yeah.
All right.
So tell us why do you like shooting with the Hasselblad or medium format?
I just love the size of the negative. I love the tonality of the film, the larger film, and I love the process. I love that it's slow.
Yeah.
It makes me stop and think and count each shot. And I just love big, heavy, silly cameras.
Yeah. Nice one. Cool. And how do you use it? So you look down through that. Wait, is lens cap off?
Yeah.
Let's see if we can do this.
Cocked. Yeah, I can see through it. It's cocked.
So we could look through here, aim it at you, and then in the front here, focus it accordingly.
Yeah.
Yep, focus it. Right, and we can also change here the shutter speed, aperture.
Yeah.
Take a photo. And the shutter button is this guy down here. Yeah. So how's it using a waist finder?
I like it.
Why?
I like the fact that you're holding the camera kind of at waist level.
Yep.
You're either looking down or you're up and engaging with the subject, looking around, seeing what's going on. Some people find it a bit less threatening rather than having this thing pointed at your face like a gun.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the Hassi's really great size, really great weight. A little bit of weight actually helps with a camera that has a mirror.
Yeah.
It helps dampen the mirror vibrations, so the camera's kind of a bit more steady.
And
pro tip: tear off the.
So where'd you tear that off from?
You tear that off from the box, which I've eventually crumpled up.
So you just tore off one of these guys.
Yeah. And then all film cameras have a little holder for it in the back.
And how did you load it?
So it just slides in there.
Oh.
Right.
So why do you do that?
So that reminds me which film is in this back.
Yeah.
Because ideally you'd have 2 or 3 of those with different films in there. And if you haven't shot a particular back for a month, it's kind of hard to remember what film was in there. If I'm pushing, I try to remember to write down how many stops I'm overexposing or underexposing that film.
Yeah.
Just for reference. Makes a big difference when it comes to time to develop the film.
Yeah. And
that's kind of it.
How do you meter?
All right. So now we come to the fun bit. That there's a old level Sekonic entry level basic light meter. I'm going to switch it on. All right.
So show us how it works.
So
face the camera.
Yeah, it's going to measure light. All right. So first thing I need to do is set the ISO.
Yeah.
Hold down the ISO button.
Yeah.
And I'm going to shoot at 1600.
So how you changing the setting?
So there's a little up and down arrow key on the side there. So while holding the ISO button, you just use the up and down arrows.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
And you set your ISO. Okay. The meter is now measuring light.
Yeah.
And it's telling me that for a shutter speed of 50th of a second.
Yes.
My aperture is 6.3.
Okay. Yeah.
To get a technically correct exposure for this light level.
So you can take a portrait of me?
So yeah, I am going to take a portrait of Eric.
Yeah.
I'd like to shoot a little bit faster. Alright, so a 50th isn't too quick, and medium format film, you gotta be careful with the shutter speed. So I'm going to measure the light on Eric. So imagine I'm Eric.
Yes.
I'm a lot less handsome than I am right now.
Okay.
Fail.
And which way do you point the meter?
So I would point the meter back at the camera.
So why don't you hold the camera and then...
Alright, so yeah, let's do a little swap. So I'm going to meter Eric. Alright, and that's telling me that ISO 1600.
Let's see how I can hold this.
Yeah, so it's telling me.
So I push this button here.
Yep. ISO 1600 at 125th of a second, I'm getting f3.2. So in order to correctly expose Eric's face, that's what I need to set my camera at.
Okay, right? So set the settings down.
Yeah. So I figure.
Wait. Focusing. Focusing. Okay, yeah.
Alright, so ISO at 125th of a second, 125, f3.2. So that's where the camera was set already, alright?
Yeah.
So 2.8, 3.2, 4.
Yeah, okay.
Cool. So my camera's set up, ready to shoot. And I can do a little portrait of Eric now.
Okay. So how should we...
Alright. So I'm gonna try and
Sorry. Can you video? Can you hold this? Yeah. Is it okay?
Okay. Yeah. Right, so Hasselblad has a very short focusing distance, minimum focusing distance, sorry, a bit long, so I'm going to have to back up. Here we go. Always remember, take the dot slide down. Alright? Yeah, no, keep going.
Hold it again. Okay, thank you, friend. And then wait. Before we rewind it, show us how to rewind it on the side.
Alright, so I've just shot a frame.
Yep.
Alright.
Wait, don't move the camera too much.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to pop out the rewind lever.
Yes.
Alright. And I'm going to give it one full crank.
Yeah.
Alright, you'll feel it stop.
Yep.
That means that the camera's advanced one frame in the back.
And then you could also see it.
And it's cocked the shutter.
Yeah.
Ready for another shot, and you'll see the number change. I'm now on my second frame.
Nice.
Alright.
Cool beans.
That little thing is called the diopter, and it helps you achieve critical focus, because trying to focus sometimes is a little bit difficult.
So sit down so we can just give it. Because let's say focusing on you.
Probably a bit close.
Oh, whoa. What? Don't move. Yes, sir. Yeah, anyways. That's how you focus it. Alright, what are you going to order now?
Yep. We're hungry, we've had a long day.
Okay.
Epic road trip.
Alright, say peace out, street dogs.
Peace out, street dogs.
Peace out.